Hello and welcome back to this episode. It is going to be a quick and good and just quick episode today for you that is going to be powerful and impactful and hopefully inspire you to be prepared for the future, but of course not take up very much time. That is my goal. Okay, so I hound all the time about having a retirement plan, having a plan in place so that you know what you're doing and what you're going to do to really cover all your bases, whether that's now, in retirement, or whenever. But that being said, a retirement plan becomes absolutely worthless without planning. And let me walk you through this. So, feds are generally very related to, of course, there's lots of military influence in the federal government. And so you might enjoy this quote. I can't remember exactly who said it, but I love it. It says, "No battle plan survives first contact with the enemy." So basically what that says is that regardless of how good your battle plan is, your plan for retirement or whatever else it may be, will not survive the first contact with a change in retirement or in your career or in your family or anything else. Because as we know, change is the only constant that we have in life. It is guaranteed that something is going to change in your life, whether that's in the things around you or your family or anything else, your career, your job, the markets, anything. There's so many things out of our control that it is almost impossible to know exactly how things are going to go down. Now, I don't want to discourage you from planning, right? A plan is really, really important, but it becomes worthless if you do not back it up with all the work that goes into building that plan. And let me walk you through why that is. Because as we build a plan, we think about all the possible scenarios. We weigh the pros and cons of this option and this option. And we go through all that work, all that energy that we put into researching and understanding your benefits and Social Security and all these things. We do that effort, we do that work to understand these things so that we create this plan. But as you approach retirement, as you get into retirement, as things change, the plan is almost guaranteed to change constantly. But because we did all that work, we put all that energy into understanding and weighing all the pros and cons so that when something changes, we're prepared. We're like, hey, I thought through this. Maybe this doesn't make sense anymore, but this does. Because I thought through all these options before and now I know what makes sense now given the current context. So that's what makes planning so powerful, because your plan, your specific one set plan, is not going to be perfect for very long. Things change and you need to be willing and flexible enough to change as well. Where people get really into trouble is where they don't go through that hard work of really planning and understanding what they're going to have and all the details, that it takes a lot of work to do. And if you don't go through that, then you're going to almost be passively floating down the river of life and retirement planning, where you're going to be at the mercy of whatever comes your way, whatever changes happen, instead of actively, proactively adjusting and pivoting as things go along to get you to where you want to go. So that you don't leave it up to chance. Now, there are things that are, I guess, a chance in life. Just living, there's always risks and chances that we take, but limiting those as best as possible and really covering your rear end as much as you can with your plan so that regardless of what happens, you are prepared as best you possibly can. So like I said, it's going to be a short one today, but I hope this is powerful to remind you what is truly important. A document that says, this is your plan, is that what's important? Or all the thought and the power and the energy that goes into researching, educating yourself on being able to pivot when things change? That is what is valuable in retirement planning, in planning your federal retirement. I hope this is helpful. I'll see you next week. And again, thank you for making it to the end of my video, the end of my podcast. I hope this brought value to you and your life. My goal with this content is to bring as much value to as many people as I possibly can. So please, if you can, if this brought value to you, please show your support, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, comment, give me feedback about what you want to hear about, what you want to learn about, and how you can get more value out of this, and so that I could do the very best I can to make this the best channel for my viewers, for my listeners, the very best I can. So again, thank you for being here and investing in yourself and in your future. And I will see you next week.